Good morning, student. Myself Anil Kumar Tripathi from US Academy and Institute. Today I am going to explain Unit 5 of Class 12th. That name is Communication Technology. In this chapter, in this unit, you will learn the first chapter, that is networking concept. In this chapter we will learn about the network and its use, understand evaluation of the networking, means history of networking, what is internet and what is interspace, what is the requirement, advantage of the network, and after that we will learn various communication terminology such as what is node, what is server, what is dedicated server and what is non-dedicated server, and what is network interface card. We will learn communication technology, communication technique such as circuit switching and data packet switching, and after that we will learn the type of network such as PAN, LAN, WAN and MAN. And after that we will learn communication terminology such as what is channel, what is bandwidth and what is data transfer rate. So now let's learn one by one each topic. What is communication? As we know, communication is talk to other, means communication means to convey, such as in way we can say the imparting of exchanging information by speaking, writing or using some other medium. In other words, means sending or receiving the information such as telephone lines or satellite communication. Means sending or receiving the information, convey the people, talk to another, exchange the information, share the information, share the data is known as communication. Nowadays communication changed the world. In 21st century, in communication technology, so many changes. Now communication technology changed the world. People talk frequently and speedily today. We have type of medium throughout we can send and receive the data nowadays. So it is computer network have made major impact on the society. Now peoples are around, or all of us within the communication technology. Next, what is network? Network is collection of independent computers or network devices that communicate with one another over shared network medium. Means computer is collection or combination of computers and network devices that can share the data from one computer to another. That is known as a network. Computer is a collection or combination of network devices or computers that connect together and share the information is called computer network. Nowadays, the computer that connected with the network is known as workstation or node. The computer that is connected in the network, that is known as node or workstation, and the computer that is not connected with the network or not in the network is known as standalone PC. And one more computer in that image, that is known as a server. Server is that main computer which is having large amount of capacity to store the large amount of data, and large amount of capacity to store the large amount of data. Large amount of capacity to process the large amount of data, means processing speed is much higher than the workstation. And the data that is usually stored on the server that can be shared and accessed by the all clients. So in other words, we can say server is the main computer that share and manage the all resources of network. Next, need of networking. Advantage of networking. Why we are using the computer network today? The first topic, resource sharing. Resource sharing means the data or the file or folder are the things that can be accessed by the number of people, that will be known as the resource. The things that can be accessed or utilized by the number of peoples, more than one people, is called resource. So most important advantage of the computer network is sharing resources such as file and peripherals. In that we have three terms: sharing of file and software. The main aim of the computer network is share the data from one computer to another. If two or more computers connected with the same line, they can share the file or folder from one computer to another. They can share the software. They can copy the data from one computer to another easily. Next is sharing peripheral. Peripheral means some of the device that can be shared within the network, such as printer, scanner, and memory. In sense of memory, CD are a part of disk that can be known as drive also. Can be shared in the network and can be accessed by all user, all node of network. Next, sharing storage. In the network, we can share the storage. Storage means the data that is stored on the computer, such as server has shared the storage. A server has shared the drives. All the workstation can save the data on the particular drive and share the storage. In other words, we can say, in business purpose, the data that is stored on the server that can be accessed by all clients. Example of the banks. The banking information, data of the consumers, overall the data saved on the server can be accessed by all clients, such as all clients means all the branches all over India, and can be copied from one computer to another. The data that is saved on the server we can copy from there and can be saved on the client or workstation computer. So sharing storage, sharing the data, sharing the software, the main aim of computer network. Next, improving communication. A computer network can provide powerful, fast and reliable communication medium among the user of previous computer on a network. Using a network, it is easy for two or more people, they can send and receive information. Means today's exchanging the data totally done by the computer network, by the internet. Easily we can send large amount of data in large geographical area, World Wide Web. That is not easily possible manually we will send within the time. So speedily large amount of data can be sent throughout the internet or the network. Access to the remote database. The data that is stored on the server, and server is where located in the world, we don't know. But the data that is stored on the server easily can be accessed by the user. Such as today we are accessing the maximum information that is stored on the server. Banking, we can do the transaction from home. We can book the ticket, airline or railway easily from the home, and the data that will be saved, that will be on the server. After that we can open and access our full information. So this is another major use of the network. It is easy for an average person to access any remote database. Example, airline reservation, railway reservation, banking. There is more advantage. Next, disadvantage of networking. You have learned there is so many advantages of the networking, but some of the disadvantages also having the network. Threat of the database, threat of the data. Means hacker or cracker easily can crack your data. The whole information will be saved on the server. It means a cracker or hacker hack the PC or crack the PC, server, the overall information can be stolen by the hacker or cracker. So a computer network may be used by the unauthorized user to steal or corrupt the data and even deploy the computer virus, computer worms on the network. File security has been taken care especially if connected to WAN. A LAN not easily hacked or cracked by the hacker or cracker, but if wide area network or in the internet, hacking or cracking is maybe have. Next is difficult to set up. Setup means managing connection. Overall management of the network is not easy. We have to be expense. We have to be take care while we provide the connection between the networks. We have required a special person or engineer that will manage the overall networks. A large network is not easy to maintain. Need to secure high speed network required. So it is more difficult, and these are the disadvantages of computer networks. Next is evolution of networking. In this topic we will learn history of computer network, how does it comes in the world. Networking started way back 1969 with the development of the first network called ARPANET. Means the first network that is developed, that name is ARPANET and developed in 1969. US department and a company of US that name is ARPA. With the help of US Department of Defense and company ARPA, both worked together and developed a network that name is become ARPANET. The main aim of develop a computer network. Throughout computer network easily can send the data from one computer to another and in secured way. Mostly for the defense, the data that will be sent open, easily can be seen, can open and read by the unauthorized people. But the data that will be sent in the wired cannot be, the PC that is not connected in the network, means that our data that we will send in the network that will be secure and easy and fast. And for the university use, students can store the data on the server or PC and can be utilized in the research. So main aim of the ARPANET was provide the connection between two or more computers, send and receive the secured information and centralized information. ARPANET developed a new network in mid 1980s. That name is known as NSF-NET. National Science Foundation created a new high capacity network called NFS-NET, which allows only academic researchers on its network. So many private companies built their one network. Means in 1980, ARPA developed another network that name become NFS-NET, that allow only for the academic researchers on the network, students can access, university students can access their network. After that, so many private companies built their own network in the world. So the first network, computer network that is developed in the world, that name is ARPANET. After that, ARPA developed a new network that name become NFS-NET. Now next, What is internet? As we know, internet is network of network, collection or combination of million computers in the world known as internet. Worldwide web global network is known as internet. In other term, we can say internet is combination of so many lines. After connection or combination of number of lines, it will become WAN, and WAN to WAN connected will become as a internet. So internet is worldwide web global network in the world known as internet. In internet, two more important things work, that is protocol. What is protocol? Protocol is set of rules that allow all computers in the network that have to be followed. Protocol is set of rules that allows all the computers in the network that have to be followed, because without common rules communication will be not successful. Because in the world different computers having different platform, and each platform having its own rule to access the digital data. So while exchanging the data from one computer to another in the world, they have to be follow the common rules for sending and receiving the data. So that common rules that to be followed by all computers in the network is known as common rule. So in other words, we can say protocol is set of the rules that govern the data in the network or in the internet. Internet use most important protocol suite, that name is TCP/IP. TCP/IP works all the browsers follow the TCP/IP protocols for sending and receiving the information in the internet. TCP/IP protocol suite, not a single protocol, it is a set of TCP/IP is a set of protocols such as file transfer protocol, SMTP protocol, UDP protocol, POP protocol. There is so many protocols is work together, TCP/IP. So in internet communication, TCP/IP will be used, and in LAN OSI model used. In internet, TCP/IP protocols suite will be used, and in network, in LAN, OSI model will be used. Next, what is internet space? It is a client server software. It is a software that allow multiple users to communicate online, real-time video calling, text chatting, audio calling, or in the 3D dynamic way. Means interspace is a common software that provide the communication to multiple users in the world, online calling, online video conferencing, or real-time chatting. So it provides the most advanced form of communication technology that available today. Today, most of the peoples using video conferencing, chatting, textual message chatting, and audio calling from the net. So interspace is a software program that allow the multiple user to communicate online with real-time audio, video, or text chatting dynamic 3D way. Next is requirement of network. While we want to connect or configure a network, we have required some components. If you want to make a network, frame a computer network, you have required some common components. These common components are following. We have required minimum 2 computers or network devices. Minimum 2 computer or network devices. In that both computer, one will be become as a sender or receiver. Means two computer required, one will be sender or receiver. In both, anyone can become. Suppose that if you want to communicate, so two peoples are required. In conversation, must be two peoples are required. One will be send the message, second will be receive the message. When send will send the message, that will be become receiver, and first will be receiver as a receiver. Next, network interface card. That name is NIC card. NIC card, network interface card, provide the communication with the physical media. Without NIC card, we cannot plug the cable to the computer. So due to that reason, it is known as network interface card, because it provides physical communication with the physical media. We have required a medium. The fourth point, we have required a medium. A medium is a wire or cable or wireless that carry their data from one computer to another. So without medium, communication not possible. Just like we are using English language or some other language to communicate from one people to another. So language is as a medium. So here wire or cable become as a medium that carry the data from one computer to another. And a network operating system. Network operating system that provides the overall controlling on the transaction. While doing the transmission, the operating system must be work, because the overall operation, configuring the network interface card, exchanging the data from one computer to another, the overall operation is to be controlled by OS. So these four components required if you want to configure or make a network. Next, network terminology. What is node, server, and there are two types of the server. As I have explained when we have started the topic, node or workstation, each computer that connected in the network, each computer that connected in the network is called workstation or node. The computer that is not connected in the network is called standalone PC. So in network, each computer become as a node or workstation. So what is server? We have more method to configure to connect our computer. In that, client server architecture is that. So what is server? Server is also computer. Server is a computer that file state sharing of data, software and hardware resources on the network. It is known as a server. A computer can have more than one server also. A computer network can have more than one server also. Each server has a unique name, unique address, that is known as IP address. Using that IP address, all the node access to the server. Each server having a unique address, unique name, by which it identified by all the nodes on the network. Server can have two types. Means server is a main computer that share the data, share the resources, manage the network, store the large amount of data on the computer, and the data that is saved on the server can be accessed by all the clients or all the workstation. So server is two types, dedicated server and non-dedicated server. Dedicated server, these are the generally used in the big network, not in a small network, in the big network, where one computer is served for the serves a job. It helps all the node access the data, software and hardware resources, since it is does not develop as a workstation but only manage the network. Example, in the big network must have a server. Dedicated server used in the big network, and the computer that we will consider as a network, that computer cannot be used as a workstation. In big network, all the data will be saved on the server. All the data, whole information will be saved on the server. Example, railway reservation. In India, railway reservation having one server means all ticket booking, all the reservation, all the ticket cancellation is to be done by the server. If server is not responding, we are unable to book any ticket and we are unable to cancel any ticket. Means all the data will be saved and centralized on the server. So due to that reason, it is known as master slave network. Master slave network. Server will be master and all the PC will be as a slave. Without connecting to the server, client's computer cannot do anything. Example, email. All the mail that is received to the clients will be saved on the server. Without connecting server, we are unable to see the mail, our message. Non-dedicated server used generally in small networks. In small network, any computer we can consider as a workstation can be developed. Means in the small network, suppose that you have 8 computer networks. Within 8 computer network, any PC can be considered as a server. For the few time that computer can be become as a server. After that we can use as a workstation also. So the small network using such server as known as peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer. And all the computers, anyone can become as a server and that computer can be used as a network workstation also. In a small network, no need to connect 24 hours with the internet because that is small network. But in dedicated server, as per the range of the network, server must have 24-hour connection with the internet. But in a small network, no need the internet connection. Due to that reason, it is known as non-dedicated, not available each time, not available 24 hours. Next, network interface unit. Just earlier I have discussed what is network interface unit. Here network interface unit same as a network interface card. Don't confuse. A network interface unit is a device that is attached to each of the workstation and the server, which help to establish communication between the server and workstation. Each computer, each PC, each device in the network must have network interface card. Just earlier I have discussed, without interface card, we are unable to provide physical communication to the client or workstation or to the device. So, network interface card built in the PC, or if it not built in, we can connect, we can attach. In the laptop, mostly it's having. So, network interface card is a hardware component without which a computer cannot be connected over the network. It is a circuit board installed in the computer that provide the dedicated network connection to the computer. Interface, because it provides the face where physical media can communicate. Physical media can communicate, due to that is called interface card. NIC manufacturer, network interface manufacturer company, giving a unique address to each NIC card, and that address is called MAC address, Media Access Control Address. The NIC manufacturer assigned a unique physical address to each NIC. This physical address is known as the MAC address. MAC address means Media Access Control. By using this address, one PC will be configured in the network. Means in a network, each PC having its a unique address, unique physical address that known as MAC address. Next topic is switching technique. Switching technique means a technique how the data will be transmitted over the network. How it's transmitting over the network in the wired or in the network. Switching technique are used efficiently transmit the data across the network. There are two types of switching technique, means we have two ways to transmit or receive the data in the network. One is circuit switching and second is packet switching. Circuit switching is technique in which a dedicated and complete physical connection is established between two nodes. Throughout this dedicated communication channel, node may be communicate. Means in circuit switching, connection must be established between sender and receiver. While we are communicating or not communicating, connection must be on. Cannot be disconnection. Cannot be disconnect. When we will disconnect our connection, the communication will be failed. The circuit switching guarantee the full bandwidth of the channel and remain connected for the duration of the communication session, even no communication is taking. Means connection will be connected, connection will be on, even no exchanging the data on the network. Even no connection is taking place in the dedicated circuit, that channel still remain unavailable to the other user. Example, in the mobile communication or in the analog wired communication, we have dialed another number, and if receiver have received the call, no connection, not talking, but connection establishment. In same time, if two peoples are talking one to another, talking or not talking, connection established, connection successful, a third person unable to connect with anyone. That is known as circuit switching. Means if two peoples are talking with the telephone line or with the mobile cell phone, in same time a third person cannot be connect with both peoples. In this same line, in this same circuit, a third person cannot able to connect. So it is known as circuit switching network. When we will switch, when connection will be disconnect, then third person can be communicate, but if connection is on, connection is connected, channel is on, so third person cannot be connect. In packet switching, nowadays data sending, receiving, use packet switching. Packet switching is switching technique in which packet desired a block of data, that size is fixed. Means nowadays data sending and receiving in the form of packet. While data is going to transmit from one PC to the network or from one PC to another, the data will be break down in the large amount of packets, and each packet known as data packet. That each data packet having about 2 bytes. Packet size is up to 2 bytes or as per depend on the network strength. Each packet having header and teller. To note, each packet having header and teller, and header having the information, necessary information to routing the data, means sender and receiver address. Sender and receiver IP address will be denoted in the header. So each packet contains header with information necessary for routing the packet from source to destination. Without unique IP address of sender or receiver, the data unable to route in the network. The main advantage of packet switching is that packet from many different sources can shared. A line means the data that you have sent can be shared. So many lines, not a fixed line. We can use wireless, or we can cable, we can use fiber optics or any other media. So that the packet from many different sources can be shared a line, allowing for very efficient use of the communication medium, and the medium efficiently can be used. With current technology, packets are generally accepted in to network on a first come first served way. The packet will be accepted in the network first come first served. The first will be sent, firstly that will be received. In the network become overload. When the computer become overload, packet may be delivered, delivery may be late, or can be discarded, maybe lost your data due to network traffic. So nowadays the data transmission over the network using packet switching. In packet switching, efficiently network resources used. Network cannot be overloaded. Now next, type of networking. A network may be a small group of linked computer and network resources to chain a few hundred computers or different type of architecture. On behalf of network strength, size and complexity, the network classified into 4 types. According to size, range, computer network classified into 4 types. PAN, I have described in small. If you want to learn about the type of network, I have uploaded computer network video on the channel. Please refer that. So briefly I want to describe it. A PAN, personal area network. In this network, we can connect our personal devices. Personal devices means authorized devices in the network, such as Bluetooth communication. In Bluetooth communication, the device that will be authorized by the administrator, only that device can be connected in the network. Such as Bluetooth communication, keyboard connection to the computer, mouse connection with the computer, wireless printer connection with the computer, mobile connection with the computer, laptop to laptop connection to the computer with the Bluetooth. So Bluetooth communication will become as a personal area network. Due to that reason, sometimes it is called private area network, personal area network. The range of, mainly I want to focus, the range of the personal area network is up to 10 meter, not more than 10 meter, up to 30 feet. LAN, local area network. Local area network can up to the across a building or up to the campus. Building to building also possible. Suppose that a building to building provide the communication in university with the all departments. That also will become as a LAN. So it provide the communication between the building or between the campus from one office to another office is known as local area network. Its range up to the 100 meter, within the kilometer. It will become as a local area network. After that, Third is MAN, Metropolitan Area Network, across the city. Provide the communication in within the city. That range is up to 5 kilometer or 5 km diameter. Example, a company having 2 offices in the same city, 2 or more office in the same city, and he want to make a administrator office. So in the same city, owner will provide the communication between, connect the all branches one to another using metropolitan area network. The most important easy example, easily we can see it, dish TV connection. In dish TV connection, a network cable, TV cable connection spread in the whole city, connection to connection, connection to connection. Next is wide area network. It provides the communication between city to city, and that can range up to be city or to the world also. In India, suppose that a network that provides the communication in the India, all over India, that is known as a WAN, that connect a large geographical area of a country or the world, is known as wide area network. LAN, number of LAN become as a MAN, and number of MAN become as a WAN, wide area network. So BSNL and mostly in WAN, ये ISP must be required, internet service provider. A internet service provider providing the communication wide area net to the wide area network, such as BSNL, Vodafone, Jio, Airtel, Tata. There is so many ISP provide the communication such as wide area network communication. Now next, data communication terminology. What is channel, what is bandwidth, and what is data transfer rate? Communication channel is a medium that carry the data across in the network. Communication channel is a medium that is used in the transmission of the message from one point to another. Means it is a medium of communication that carry the data in the network, such as transmission media. It may refer entire physical media such as telephone line, fiber optic cable, coaxial cable, twisted pair cable. Means physical media, transmission media work as a communication channel because it carry the data from one computer to another. What is bandwidth? Bandwidth refers to the range of frequency available for the transmission of data. It is expressed in the hertz. It is expressed in the hertz. In electronic communication, bandwidth refers to the range of frequency. How much range of frequency available for the transmission of the data, it is expressed as a difference in the hertz. For example, your voice signal have bandwidth of approximately 3 kilohertz. If you would like to establish a voice communication between two devices, the frequency must be 3 kilohertz. And more than 3 kilohertz will be video and digital data. Data transfer rate, transferring the data within the time capacity. Data transferring rate, what is the rate capacity of the data sending within the limited time, is known as data rate. Data transfer rate is the amount of digital data that is moved from one place to another in a given time. In 1 second, how much data transferred? How much data transferred, that will be known as a data transfer rate. The data transfer rate is measured in the BPS, bit per second. Nowadays we are measuring the data 10 Mbps, 100 Mbps, megabit per second. Megabyte, no megabyte. It is megabit per second. So data transferring from